high call series.
Follow your teacher while he or she is saying and pronounce the words correctly. So now we are going to find the difference between two pronunciations, right? Two pronunciations. So this one is a s, or we call it simply sa, s, sa, right? And this one, an s, which is elongated kind of an s, isn't it? Yes. That is the symbol for the sound sha. What is it? Sha. Sha. Okay. So we will read these words first, and after that we will come on to these words, right? So S E E C, S E E C, S A M E same, S A M E same, S A V E save, S A V E save, S E L L sell, C E L L sell. So to produce a sound sa, we can use S or a C. Okay. So S E L L sell, C E L L sell, S I P sip. Okay. C same, save, sell, sell, sip. Okay. So in all these five sets we have seen the sound sa. Now SHE she. What is it? She. SHAME shame. Shame. SHAVE shave. Shave. SHALL shall. SHIP ship. Right? So now I will read it one by one, and after the word I will give a small amount of time so that you can repeat it after me. Right? C, S-E-E, C. S-A-M-E, same. S-A-V-E, save. S-E-L-L, sell. C-E-L-L, sell. S-I-P, sip. S-H-E-E, S-H-E, she. S-H-A-M-E, shame. S-H-A-V-E, shave. S-H-A-L-L, shall. S-H-I-P, ship. Now, we will compare this with this. Fine. See, she. Same, shame. Save, shave. Sell, shall. Sip, ship. Okay. So now I'll keep the screen the same so that you can practice it. When you practice it, make it sure that you make the correct sound. Fine. This is a sa. This is a sha. Okay. So be careful only with that particular aspect, and now do practice for yourselves. Okay. I'll keep the screen the same for another minute so that you can practice it. Okay. let's converse. Now, we will listen to a conversation here in between a boy and a lady. Okay, we will listen to that first, and after that, I will give you the wording so that you can practice that yourselves. Okay, we'll listen to this first. After that, I will give you the wordings of this conversation. Then you can practice it with your friends. Once when we are playing at our home, we can have it as a plaything also. We can have this conversation as a play. Or when the schools reopen, we can go back to the schools, isn't it? At that time, we can practice these conversations in the class. Clear? Okay, now listen to the conversation first.
Let's converse. Read the following conversation and enact it out with your partner in the class. Vishal. Mom. Mom, where is my uniform? It is in the cupboard, dear. Sorry, Mom, I didn't find it in the cupboard. Then it may be on your table. Sorry, Mom, it is not here either. It may be on the shelf near your study table. Mom, it is not here. It is lying under my study table. Don't worry, I will press it just now. It will be ready within 5 minutes.
Okay, so now you have listened the conversation. Now I will keep the wordings of the conversation here so that you can practice it yourselves. So you have listened to the conversation and you have practiced with that also, isn't it? Yes. Now it's time for a rhyme. So there's a beautiful rhyme here. I'll play that first for you. As we did the previous one, we will listen to this first, and after completing the listening part, I will give you the wordings so that you can practice it by yourselves. Fine?
Rhyme time. Read aloud the poem and recite it in groups. Teacher, teacher, you make school so much fun. You have time for everyone. You teach us what is good and what is not. So you are the one we love a lot.
Yeah, it's a nice rhyme, isn't it? Yeah, it's a wonderful rhyme. So now I will give you the words of this particular rhyme so that you can also practice it over there. So we have done the rhyme, isn't it? Yes, we have listened to that, we have practiced it, and now we have got a small activity related to that. So spot out the rhyming word from the poem. Spot out the rhyming word from the poem. So what should we do now? Yes. What do you mean by a rhyming word? The words which have an end sound same. The end sound of two words, if they are same, then we call it a rhyming word, isn't it? If the last sound of two words are the same, then we call it a rhyming word. Okay. So now we have to identify the rhyming words in this. So two sets of rhyming words are there. The first word starts with the F. The second word starts with the O. So teacher, school, fun time, everyone. Isn't it? Yes. So the rhyming words are the words which have the ending sound the same, right? So it says that the poem has two sets of rhyming words. In the first set, the first word starts with the F and the second word starts with the O. So teacher, school, fun. Fun is the word starting with the F and yes. So much fun you have time for everyone. So what are the two rhyming set in the first one is a fun one. Fun one, isn't it? It rhymes. So what should we write here? F-U-N-O-N-E. So fun one. It rhymes. Now the second one, the first word starts with the N and the last word starts with the L. So one, you teach us what is good and what is not. So you are the one we love a lot. Not lot. Isn't it? Not lot. Yes, as it is given here, the first letter starts with the N. The first letter starts with the L. So what is the second rhyming set? Not lot. Fine. So not, N-O-T, not, L-O-T, L-O-T, lot. Not lot. Right? So in the poem, the rhyme that what we have learned here, two sets of rhyming words are there. Fun one, not lot. Right? So now I'll keep the screen the same for you for a minute so that we can have a look at it. Okay? Writing skills. Fill in the blanks to complete the following sentences. Fill in the blanks to complete the following sentences. So three sentences are given there. In all the three sentences, there is a blank each. One blank each. And we need to fill those blanks using a word of preposition or word of position. Word of position is known as a preposition, isn't it? Yes. So I am a student dash a good school. I study dash class 1. I always sit dash the bench in the front row. So I am a student of a good school. I am a student of a good school. Okay, the school in which I am studying is a good school. Second, I study in class 1. In which class are you studying? I study in class 1. Third one, I always sit on the bench in the front row. We always sit on the bench, isn't it? We always sit on the bench. Yes. So, what are the sentences? Yes, I am a student of a good school. I study in class 1. I always sit on the bench in the front row. Right? Now, I'll keep the screen the same for another minute so that you can copy these sentences down on your notebook. Okay? Copy these sentences down on your notebook and practice it thoroughly. Fine? Homework. Read the following sentences and write them in your notebook. So we have got some sentences over here. We need to write these sentences on our notebook and we need to practice them. Right. The first sentence, I keep my books and notebooks in my school bag. I keep my books and notebooks in my school bag. Second one, my friend keeps his pencil and eraser in his pencil box. My friend keeps his pencil and eraser in his pencil box. Third one, we keep our school bags on our desks. So where do we keep our school bags? We keep our school bags on our desks. I keep my shoes under my study table. I keep my shoes under my study table. See, in, on, under. So these four are some of the words of position that we have learned in the lesson, isn't it? Yes. So what we need to do is we need to repeat these sentences and learn it thoroughly. Okay. First sentence, I keep my books and notebook in my school bag. My friend keeps his pencil and eraser in his pencil box. We keep our school bags in our desks. I keep my shoes under the study table. Right? So now I'll keep the screen for another minute for you so that you can copy these sentences down in the notebook and practice them again. Project work. Paste any two pictures from a magazine or newspaper and write a sentence about each one. Make sure you use a position word in the sentence. So we need to check some magazines or weeklies or newspapers or some periodicals. Select two pictures from that. Okay, it can be related to a news, it can be related to an article, it can be related to some advertisements also. Doesn't matter. Okay, so now paste those pictures in the book and write a few sentences about the matter. For example, if we, we have got this, advertisements of soft drinks or rasna, okay, some drinks, right? So related to that, we can often see the images in which a bit table will be there, some fruits may be there on the table, then some drinks packets or glass will be there. Two kids or somebody will be standing there holding these cups in their hands, isn't it? Yes. Now we can say there is a table. There is a table in the picture. There is a table in the picture. In that, in is a word that shows a position, right? There is a plate on the table. There is a plate on the table. Some fruits are there in the plate. A boy is standing behind the table. A boy is standing behind the table. He is holding a glass in his hand or with his hand. He is drinking from the glass. So in his hand, with his hand, from the glass. So all these are words of positions, right? So you have to select two images like that, two different images, and paste it in a book and write 3 or 4 sentences with one word of position in that. Done? Value corner, life skills. What have we learned from this lesson for our life? My school is my second home and my teachers are like my parents. So we always say home is the first school and the parents are the first teachers. We start to learn to walk, to eat, to speak. Where do we learn this? In our house, isn't it? Yes. So we learn the beginning of everything in our house, and that is why we call our house the first school. And who do teach us all these kinds of things? How we have to talk or what we should do? Our parents, isn't it? Yes. So we start our learning in our home, and that is the first school, and the teachers are parents because they are the people who teach us. And after that, we come to the school. We learn a lot of things at the school, and school is our second home. Right? We started our learning in our home. That becomes our first school. First school, first home. Now here, second school, second home. Got it? And Who do teachers things over here? Teachers. So when we consider parents as our first teachers, now here teachers are our second parents. Right? At home, parents are our first teachers, and at school, teachers are our second parents. Got it? Yes. So we need to be polite, we need to be obedient, and we need to be, yes, respectful towards our teachers. Okay? So my school is my second home, my teachers are like my parents. As we obey our parents, as we respect our parents, we need to obey and respect our teachers also. Right? So that is from the lesson at the school. Right? That is from the lesson at the school. And we will meet in the next class with another lesson. Right? So till then, be at home, stay safe. Bye.